I have been told several times by people a lot more intelligent than I that if you find something that you love, you'll often find a way of making money and a career out of doing that. And I do firmly believe that. If I can give you another example, because I have a few, is that I have a friend at the moment, a very good friend of mine, who has been in the catering industry most of his life, and has probably hated much of that career, even though he's spent, I think, 35, 36 years in that industry up to now. So he sold his business 2 years ago. He carried on with the company that bought his business, and now he's just handed his notice in. This individual has a passion about the outdoors, running, walking, backpacking, kayaking, anything to do with being out there rather than being in here. So what he has found himself doing now is capturing that enthusiasm for what he loves, that passion for running, etc., into a charity.
Okay.
So he raises money by running. Yep. And at the moment he's just training to run from Catterick in North Yorkshire in England to Gibraltar on the southern tip of Spain. 2,000 miles, 60 days, and he's raising money for the ABF, the Army Benevolent Fund. But what he's asked to do also is speak to running clubs, the health industry, the armed forces. So he's finding now that he's getting to the stage where he could actually get paid for something that he loves doing.
So he didn't set out with the idea of making money from that?
Absolutely not. But what he did was he put himself on a path, he journeyed down that path, and often there's doors down that path that start to open, or you come across them, and you're brave enough to open them to see what happens when you go over that threshold. That is what I firmly believe. And I'm not a great believer in life being designed by yourself. I think that you've got to take a few risks. You've got to just try some stuff. There was I was watching a really famous author being interviewed the other day on TV, an American author, and she said that it's quite bizarre how we created TV to be part of our life, but what's happened is we've become part of TV. And what's happened is that people have this state of apathy about their life where they don't enjoy the day, so they almost have to sit in front of a TV and escape into somebody else's life because they're so unhappy with their own. And they're not taking any chances, they're not doing anything to actually stimulate themselves to get out of where they are to where they want to be. And you've just got to turn that TV off and get out there and do some stuff.